The first thing you're going to need to do after you set your work surface up is you're going to need to adjust your plane. They usually don't come very well adjusted. So they all are going to function pretty much the same. They should have a set screw like this, and then this little piece, I don't know what it's called, and then a plane iron, which is this little metal piece here. I think you're going to find that it doesn't matter what model of plane you're working with, it doesn't have to look like mine. They all have the same parts, and they all function about the same. So what I did was I loosened that screw so that I could wiggle this around. I wanted to show you that the plane iron, which is this piece, has a beveled edge on the bottom and a flat edge on the top. We'll do a close-up so you guys can see a little bit better. But the beveled edge is going to face down. That's pretty important because your plane is not going to work well unless you face that bevel down. So to adjust it, remember that this is sharp and just be careful. I lay my finger across this opening here to stop the plane iron from falling through. And then I'm basically gently resting it against my finger. Then I put this piece in, and I tighten the screw a little bit, not fully tightened. I'm gonna feel this. It's a little easier to feel it rather than see it. So I'm going to feel along there. I'm not sliding my finger across it. I'm just pushing my finger here and there to feel that it's square and that the plane iron is sticking out just a tiny little bit from the bottom. And you can adjust it, set the set screw. You can either just finger tighten it, or you can use a screwdriver, and then you can test it to see if it's cutting the right amount by gently rubbing it across your one of the corners of your flute, and it should pull out a nice shaving like that. That's set about the right depth. You will find that when you're carving your flute kit, you'll have to reset the plane a couple times depending on the quality. They tend to loosen and the blade will slip back, so you'll be carving and it'll stop working. Also, they clog up with wood shavings, so when they clog up, you have to actually pull the plane iron all the way out, pull the shavings out, and then put it back in, and that's just going to happen a number of times during this process, so it's really good to learn how to set that up.